If you're hesitant about doing your first off-road triathlon, or if you're a seasoned off-road triathlete who wants to go really, really fast, then Xterra Iceman is the race for you. Hey coaches, Eric and Nico here, coming to you every week, sharing you all my mistakes in triathlon. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss another video. And if you're interested in any coaching, email me at ewjtry@gmail.com for a free consultation. Today, the two of us are talking about Xterra Iceman Sprint. It's a first-time race, and it'll be this guy's first race as well. So he's got a rude awakening come tomorrow. Relax now, buddy, because it's gonna be fun. It's an absolutely perfect race for a first-time triathlete. And if you're seasoned, you're gonna go really, really fast. It's probably one of the fastest Xterra sprint courses out there. I've got a few beefs with the race though, but I'll give you the rundown and I'll put a link at the bottom so you can skip to my rant in a little bit. But overall, the race is gonna be really fun. Here it is. Race start 9 a.m. I've talked about this in my other videos before. This is one of the best reasons for doing off-road. The races are usually around 9 a.m. This race, bring your $7 park entry fee. Other races include that. This one does not. Swim is in a very calm lake, only a half mile or 800 meters. It's a triangular loop before you come back on in. It's not really gross, disgusting water, but you won't be able to really see your hand in front of you in the water. So it'll just be kind of a dark, murky, cold water. Last rating was about 62 degrees. So, you know, if you don't get cold very easily, you'll be fine, especially with only a half mile. But if you're a little bit worse in the swim or get cold easily, consider a skull cap or consider 2 regular caps or even booties for the feet if you get really cold. When you exit the swim, you're going to come up a ramp. And as you head into transitions in a blacktop parking lot. I definitely make sure you have a towel there in case you get any little bits of gravel or rock or sand stuck on your foot. But really, it's mostly blacktop as you head out on the bike. That air temperature is going to be cold out of that swim in the 50s, but you're going to warm up quickly because you want to put your bike in an easy gear because that first section of the bike is really probably the most difficult hill of the course, but it's all pavement, so it makes it a little bit easier, but yeah, you will head out uphill before you start heading into the rollers. When you exit the park, you're gonna make a right, and then it really becomes all gravel / dirt road, but there is not 1 ounce of single track. It is a 2-lane dirt gravel road. You're gonna head out, and then you're gonna turn around, and you come on back, and the whole course is 12.5 miles. So with no technical turns, with the gravel, dirt, dusty road, the dust is gonna be flying. You're gonna have higher speeds than you normally ride at, and you can really draft the whole way because drafting is legal with the off-road tries, and this is a race that really lends itself to that. While there are a few climbs that are going to take an easy gear out there, I've done about 8 different off-road triathlon courses, and this is really by far the easiest bike course. When you finish, you're going to come back onto the pavement because it's out and back, and it's all downhill into the transition area. Okay, we're already onto the run. It's a 5.5K, which is roughly 3¼ miles. And really there's no need for trail shoes. You're gonna head out of transition up that same hill on the bike. So really the most difficult part of the run is the first section of it. It doesn't go all the way up the hill. You're gonna make a left onto the single track. Single track is more rolling. And then you're gonna work back around and back onto the pavement and downhill to the finish. So about only half of it is on single track. The other half is on pavement. 3¼ miles, and you're done. And that's the Xterra Iceman Sprint. Should be a really fun race, and it's all done before lunch. And now, my beef. At the end of the 2019 season, Xterra got rid of a ton of awesome off-road races to really have a select few, and now all of them have Maui slots. And so, conceptually, I like this idea in the sense that if it's gotta have Maui slots, it better be Maui worthy. So the swim, I know you can't replicate the waves of Maui, but this is only an 800 swim. Why not make it a full 1500? For the bike course, Xterra Iceman allows gravel bikes, which will have a clear advantage on this lack of single track course. If gravel bikes aren't allowed at Maui, why should they be allowed for Maui qualification? And there's single track in Maui. Why is there no single track on this course? And this is coming from a guy that's really slow on single track. So I'm gonna be way faster and I actually have a better chance of qualifying in a race like this, but that's not what it's supposed to be about. And don't even get me started with the run. This run is only half the distance of what Maui would be, and half of this run is on pavement. Ugh. You add that all up, and the winner is going to be probably about 90 minutes, and most people that are qualifying for Maui are probably going to finish in less than 2 hours. And that is definitely not equivalent to what the rigors of Maui entail. So basically, I don't think this race deserves to have World Championship Maui qualification slots. Listen to this scenario. This is what really grinds my gears. You got somebody who has a gravel bike. They're a lot faster. They're a sprint triathlon expert. They win the age group and they have no interest in going to Maui. And so they pass up the slot. But with these smaller races with 26 slots, the slots don't roll down. So you finish second and you don't get a slot behind that person. Xterra, what are you thinking? Don't get me wrong. I think it'll be a really fun race. And I'm stoked that it's like 30 minutes from where I live. It's just not worth Maui qualification. I hope that video was helpful for you. The race is going to be super fun tomorrow. I hope to see you out there. And if not this year, if the race is still around, see you next year. I'm going to have tons of fun. He's going to have tons of fun at his first race. And until next week, we'll see you on the trails.